या फिर मैं इधर ही बोल दूंगा, एक मिनट. Yes, we are live now, Saumya.
Hi everyone, please confirm if I'm audible or not. Please confirm it once. Okay, let's wait for a while so that other students can also join. So guys, if you don't know what this what we are going to discuss in this live session, so let me tell you. So you all must be knowing that we are conducting live classes, right, for the preparation for TCS, Infosys, Accenture, and like this, right, for these exams. So what we thought, let's do a live session on the YouTube itself so that it can benefit for most of the students, right? So that's what we are going to do this. We are going to solve some questions from Infosys, from TCS, so that you can get some idea regarding the things. Okay. So let's wait for a while and so that other students can also join. And do confirm if you are able to see my screen or not. So let me tell you that what these pseudo code questions are. So yesterday in the live session, the course thing that I just specified to you. So I gave this homework, two pseudo codes I gave as homework. So first of all, we'll be starting by solving these two pseudo codes so that the students, those who have done the homework, they can confirm their answer. So if still many students are yet to join, so let's wait for a while. Okay, then I can start, right? Can you guys confirm in the chat section that should we start with the questions now? Please do confirm, and also guys, if you haven't subscribed our channel till now, then guys do consider subscribing the channel. I believe it will be very helpful for you. So do subscribe the channel as well. And if you haven't joined our live session course that I just specified with you, then make sure to join that course. I believe that would be helpful for you. Okay. So here is the question. If you are not able to properly see it, then let me write it for you. We are having three integer values, a, b, as well as c, right? Now, a value has been initialized with 0, b with 4, and c with 5. Okay. Now what you have to do, so this is the pseudo code given to us, and we have to determine that what would be the output for this given pseudo code. Okay, so what we are having here is for each c from 3 to 5. What does this statement mean? That we're saying for each c from 3 to 5, it means initialize c with 3, take the value of c up to 5, it means c less than equal to 5, and obviously you know that value will be incremented if we have to take it up to 5. So c plus plus is there. So this is what this statement means, right? So we are in the for loop currently, and here we are doing b equal to a plus c, and if b bitwise and with 7 less than a, then update, then we have to do certain statements. So this if condition is true, then we are saying b equal to c plus a, otherwise we have to continue, else continue, right? And then there's another statement that is b equal to 4 plus 3 plus a, and at the last you have to simply print a plus b. So this statement is neither in if and else. This is inside for loop, right? So this is what the question is. Can any of you tell me what would be the output for this one? Those who are from the live classes, I believe they have already solved it. Those students, those who have joined today itself for the YouTube live session. So can you guys let me know the answer of this question? What would be the answer? Uh, okay, please let me know your answer so that we can discuss other questions as well. Okay, no one has answered till now. So let me solve it for you. So we are having this for loop for each C from 3 to 5, right? So this is what this statement means. We are saying B equal to A plus C. Okay, so Pranav has answered. So Pranav is one of the students from live class itself. So let's say Pranav if you are correct or not. So let me solve this as well. So B equal to A plus C. B value is what? 4 and C value is 3. So 4 plus 3 is 7. Now here we are doing if 7 bitwise and with 7. So in the live session itself, right, the live course session that we are taking, I've already discussed this bitwise and thing, that how does this works. And one important thing that I've told you guys, that if you are taking a number x and you are doing the bitwise and of x with itself, the output would be always what? X itself. Similarly, that see here also the same condition is going to occur. B value is 7 and we are saying if B bitwise and with 7 means 7 bitwise and with 7. So what would be the output? Obviously 7. So here we are checking if 7 less than A. A value is what? 0. So 7 is less than 0? No, right? So this if condition is not going to be executed. Then what would be executed? Else part will be executed. Right? So in else what we are having is continue. So we will continue with the loop now. We will continue with the loop now. Vishal, so this session is basically planned for to give you some kind of idea. If you want us to explore more and to give you a proper understanding about the things, I've already given this understanding in our live course. If you want, you can give it a try, and like you'll be finding the link itself in the description itself, so you can join from there, right? Because this is a very small session of 40 minutes, so I cannot discuss in depth in this particular session, right? If you are having any confusion, you can let me know, right? So I think our team has already shared the link in the chat section, so you can just check about the course from there. And the course has already been started from the 4th of May, and the price is also very very low, so I believe that would be helpful for you, right? So today most of our focus would be on explaining the things that I can in these 40 minutes and on the concepts as well. So bitwise, and if you guys want to know that how does this work, so let's say bitwise and is first of all binary operator. Binary operator means what? I have already explained these things. I'm repeating it for you, those who have joined today only in the live session, in the YouTube live session. So bitwise binary operator means what? That it takes two operands. So bits, it means 0 and 1. So if you are having one bitwise and with 1, then only the output would be 1. For other cases, like it's 1 bitwise and with 0, 0 bitwise and with 1, 0 bitwise and with 0, for all these three cases, the output will be 0 only. So for now, this is a quick idea that I've given to you, right? So here what we are having, else part became true, so we will continue with the loop now. Now C value will be incremented to 4. 4 less than equal to 5, the condition is still true. Now B value is going to be what? A plus C. A value is as it is, that is 0 itself. So 0 plus 4. Now we are checking here if 4. Okay, before what I took, just a minute. Okay, so here what I did, that before instead of A I took B here, sorry, so that was my mistake. So here it should be, let's do it from the scratch itself. So C equal to 3 less than equal to 5 we have, and then it became B equal to A plus C. So A value is 0 here, sorry guys, I took it as 4. 4 is the value of B, not for A. So B equal to A plus C means 0 plus 3. So B value is 0, 3. Right now here we are doing if 3 bitwise and with 7. 3 bitwise and with 7. So what is the binary values for these two? For 7 we have 1, 1, 1. For 3 we have 1, 1. So if you will do the bitwise and I already discussed how it would work. See, these two bits are, they both operands are 1. So output would be 1. Here also they both are 1. Output would be 1. Here one operand is 1 and another one is 0. So what would be the output? Obviously 0. And this value, this binary value belongs to which decimal number? To 3, right? So 3 less than A. 3 less than a, again this condition is not going to be 3 because 3 is not less than 0, right? So this won't be true. Else part will be executed. C value will be 4 this time. 4 less than equal to 5, the condition is true. Now B equal to A plus C we have. So B value would be now 4. Again you are going to check this. If 4 bitwise end with 7. So for 4, what is the representation? 1 0 0. And for 7, what is the representation? 1 1 1. Let's do the bitwise operation, bitwise AND operation. So 0 0 1. 1 0 0. This is again what? 4 itself. 1 0 0 is the binary representation of 4. So 4 less than 0. This condition is true? No, right? Now again else part will be executed and this time C value will be 5. 5 less than equal to 5, condition is still true. Now again B value will be updated to 0 plus 5, right? So B value will be 0 plus 5. Now this if condition will again become false. If you want to check, you can give it a try or let me do it for you. So B value is 5. It means 1 0 1. Bitwise and with 7. So 1 0 1. Okay, this is nothing but 5 itself. So 5 less than 0, the condition is true? No, right? So else part will be executed, means continue. Now this time C value will be 6. C value will be 6 and for loop became false and we will come out of the loop. And at the last, what do we have? Print A plus B. So A value never changed. It remained as it is, that is 0. And what is the value of B? What is the value of B? 5, right? So hence option B will be the correct answer. Now in this question, it's not even necessary to put that much effort. I was explaining that, that's why I took every iteration. Now you from the like one iteration itself you can get to know that this condition, this B part, this B equal to 4 plus C plus A, this is not going to be executed, and also this if part also not going to be true for any of the value for C, right? This if condition is never going to be true. We understood now, we did the all the iterations. Else part would be true every time. It means, and also we are nowhere changing the value of it, that is going to be as it is, that is 0 itself. The value was changing, that was for B only, and it was depending on the value of C. So this little observation will help you to solve the questions quickly, right? You can save your time. So for now, I hope that you must have understood it. So for this, option D is correct. So Pranav was the one who answered first. So Pranav, yes, your answer is correct. Okay. So let's have a look on this question. If it is not clear, so let me write for you. So we are having two integer values, j as well as m. So this is also from the homework part only. Now these are two integer values. We are initializing the value of m as 1. Now we are having an integer array a, and in this array we are having the value 7 1 2 2. Okay. Now there is a if condition that if a of 3 is lesser than that of a of 2, or this is logical or, don't confuse this with bitwise or. So guys, if you are having any confusion, even although I've already discussed in the live classes itself, so remember in the question they will always specify, if they are using any operator, they will always specify whether it's a bitwise operator or a logical operator. So here also you can see they have mentioned this is logical or operator, which returns the boolean value true or false. Okay, so this is logical or. A of 1 less than 4. So if this if part condition is true, so we have to do m equal to m plus 1, and here we have to print m. So this is the pseudo code. I'm waiting for your answer. So first you have to answer. Okay, Pranav, very good. So Pranav has answered. Let's see if anyone else want to answer. Okay. Okay, so some of you are asking for starting from the scratch. So guys, we cannot see, even you understand, we cannot start from the scratch because I've already covered this part. So for that, I even took a live session to tell you about the course, and if you are interested to join, we'll be discussing the things from the very basic part. So still there is a time. If you are interested to join, you can join, right? Our team has already shared the link with you, and the price is even very less, and if you miss some classes, so for that recording is available, so that would help. Okay, so many of you has answered. Let's see if you are correct or what. So here we know that indexing, we have to access the elements in array, we do have a concept of indexing, and indexing always starts from 0, right? So 0 1 2 3. Now here what we are checking, the element at a of 3. What is the element at a of 3? That is 2. So 2 less than element at a of 2. 2 less than 2, this condition is not true. Let's check for another condition. So in another condition what we are having, a of 1. So what is the element at a of 1? 1 itself. 1 less than 4, yes, this condition is true. And you know that in logical or, if any of the operand, this is also logical, is also logical or is also what, binary operand. So if any of the operand is giving true, the whole expression will be true itself. So from here we are getting true, from here we are getting false. So false or true will result into true. So this if statement will be executed, and in if statement what we are doing, we are just adding 1 to the value of m. So m value is 1, if you will add 1 to it, it will be 2. So 2 will be the correct answer. Option A, 2 will be the correct answer for this question. Okay. So yesterday we were discussing this question. Those who are from the live classes, they know, right? We were discussing this question, but I was about to explain you, to give you some idea regarding linked list. So first of all, we'll be discussing a bit about the linked list, and then we'll be solving this question. Okay. So let's understand about that. Linked list. Linked list. Okay. Okay. First of all, let me know that link, like you guys have to answer. Linked list is a primitive data type or not? Linked list is a primitive data type or not? So let's see how many of you would be able to answer. Please answer. That's a very easy question. Just simple, you have to tell me, is a primitive data type or not? Yes, no. You can answer accordingly. Okay, hurry up guys. I can see many students are there and no one is answering. Okay, it's not. Yeah, correct. So it's not a primitive data type. Okay. Now here, first of all, we'll be understanding that how, like I already explained you yesterday itself, that why do we have this linked list data structure and how this is better than that of array. If you are having any data structure, then somewhere it is having some pros and some cons associated with it. And even like if you would ask that, okay, which data structure is good or which is not, so we cannot differentiate, right? We cannot determine. It depends on our requirements. So as per our requirements, we do use the data structure. So every data structure matters. You cannot say that, okay, array is of no use, linked list is very good. So this is how we cannot say. It depends on our requirements. So for now, let's discuss about linked list. So a linked list consists of nodes, right? Like this. So this is what? This is one node, this is another node, this is third node. This is just a logical representation. I'm just showing you. Okay, so a node, let's say this is a node, this is a node. So a node consists of two values. What are those? One is data and another one is pointer. One is data and another one is pointer, or you can say one is information, one is having some information, and another one is pointer. So here let's say we are storing some data 23, and here in this pointer, what is the use of pointer? Do you know? Pointer is a variable that stores the, or we can say pointer is a special variable that stores the address of another variable. So this is what a pointer is. So what pointer is doing here in the linked list? It is basically storing the address of another node. So let's say the address, you know that we do have an hexadecimal representation, right? So for now, this for simplicity purpose, I'm writing, let's say the address of this one is 120. This is at 110. Randomly I'm taking, okay? So don't think that, okay, what it is. So this is what I've taken, that it is at 120, this is at 122. Okay. So now this is a pointer field. This is a pointer field. So what it would be doing, it is storing the address of another node. So what is the address of this node? 120. So that would be stored here. Now why it is storing? You must be thinking that why to store in array we don't have any such concept of storing the address or what, and in array we are easily able to access the element, then why in linked list? So the thing is, in array I already explained yesterday itself that we do store data in a contiguous fashion. Contiguous memory allocation thing is there, but in array there is no such thing. So how you would come to know when your data is not stored, when your elements are not stored in continuous memory, how you will come to know that okay, where is my next element, where is my next data, how you will come to know? So for this we have a pointer. So pointer will remember that where is your next node stored. So in linked list there is no restriction that your data should be stored in contiguous memory fashion. So that's not the restriction in case of linked list, that was there with the case of array. Okay, so here let's say we are having 44 122, this is storing the address of this particular node, and here we are having 67, and here some, here it would be null. This is the last node, so it is not going to point anyone, this is null. So for now I have shown you this singly linked list. Okay, we do have doubly linked list as well, we do have circular linked list as well. So when we are just simply saying linked list, it means that we are talking about singly linked list. Okay, so this is how it is in linked list. So you must have got a I should say basic idea about linked list, that what it is, what is the difference between linked list and array, and like what of linked list is made up of, that I told you about the nodes. Now if you want to represent it, you know that it is not a primitive data type, then how I would be representing a node? In programming terms, if you have to represent a node, then how you will be representing that? So for that, either you can use structure or class. So what we are having here is, see, we are having a node. In node we have two values, one is our information, one is our data, and one is pointer. So that's what we are having in this node structure. One is data and another one is pointer, that is pointing to the next node. So this is how you can store. Now you can learn more about it, right? You will be finding many articles on the EX for EX pixel to know more about it. For now I have given you a basic idea that what it is. Okay, so now I think we can discuss this question. So the question was, determine the output of the following code. Assume that the linked list as head 45686. So this is the linked list given to us. We have to determine that what would be the output. So this question was asked in the TCS exam itself. So here you can see we are having the structure of the this node part, like struct is 2. In this there is one ID and this next pointer that is pointing to the next node. Now we are having two pointers, head as well as temp. Now temp is also pointing to the head itself. Now we are having a while loop. So we are continuing in this loop till the time temp arrow next is not equal to null. Till the time temp arrow next is not equal to null, we have to continue in this, right? So what would be the output? What do you think? What would be the output for this particular code? Do let me know in the chat section. What would be the output? Comment your answer. You see, don't hesitate whether it's right or it's wrong. You have to comment that what as per your understanding should be the answer for this question. 4568. Okay, so Sunny has answered 4568. So let's see, this is our linked list 45686. So temp is pointing here because head is pointing here and temp is also pointing to head, so temp is also pointing here. Now what we are doing is temp arrow next is not equal to null. So temp next, if you are going to check, so this is another node we are having, there is no null value, right? There's no null present here. So we will continue in the while loop. Now in while loop what we are doing, temp arrow is to ID, it means we are saying to print the student ID. Here you can see we are having this variable is 2, which is consisting of two things. One is a pointer and one is the information, a data, student ID basically, right? So we are asking to print the student ID. So what it is? 4 will be printed. Then temp value we are increasing. We are saying increase the move the temp ahead. So temp equal to temp arrow next. So temp will be pointing here. Now again we are checking temp arrow next not equal to null. So in temp next, what we are having, this another node is here, right? It is not null. So we will continue in the loop and we'll be printing the temp arrows to id, which is nothing but 5. Then again we have to move temp ahead. So temp is pointing here. Again we are going to check the while condition. So temp arrow next not equal to null. Yes, it is not equal to null. So again you have to print the 6 and temp value will be moved ahead. Right? Again we are going to check print. Okay, again we are going to check temp arrow next not equal to null. So yeah, obviously the condition is true. So we'll be moving inside the while loop itself. We'll be printing the student ID, which is nothing but 8, and temp will be moved ahead. So temp is pointing to this 6 now, and this is the last node. So we know that it does point to null. The last node of the linked list point to null. After this, you don't have any node to explore, right? So it would be null. After this, we'll be having null only. So again, we are going to check temp arrow next not equal to null. So this time it is null, right? The next of temp is what? That is null. So this while loop condition is not going to be true. So what would be the output for this particular code? 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 8. That would be the output. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Okay, so Pranav is asking that what is this? Okay, what is this struct in pointer declaration? So here you can see we are mentioning this struct is to pointer next. This is the for the pointer name. What does this mean? Can any of you answer this query? What it is actually? No one has asked me this question. So what it is actually? I'm considering that you know this. So what is this value? Okay. So this is my next question. What this value is? Okay, no one is answering. Guys, don't be hesitate. Don't think that my answer will be wrong or right. Whatever you think, do comment in the chat section, right? First of all, you have to remove this hesitation part. Okay, somewhere you are close to your answer, Pranav. So pointer data type we have to specify, right? Pointer data type we have to specify. And as I mentioned that this pointer, the pointer that we'll be having in our linked list, that will be pointing to another node. Now this node is like how we are making this node. Here we are making this node by using a structured data type, right? In which we are storing, again we are storing what? A data, or here the data is of integer type, and another pointer, right? So here we are specifying this data type only. So whatever data type is there, let's say for your pointer, if it is integer or any primitive data type or any user defined data type, that you have to mention. So is it clear now? Yeah, we can call it a self-referential structure as well, mentioned by Saumya. So is it clear now? Okay, so guys, still I can see many of you are having very basic doubts, very basic queries. So again, just a reminder for you that still the classes are going on. It's been just 4 days here, and this was the fifth day, and we thought to have this live session with all of you so that you can get be benefited by this, right? So still, if you want to join, you can join. Even the price is very low, and we are like hiring is there's lots of hiring going on in the multiple companies, so you can give it a try, right? And for the course, if you want to me to ask, so the link has already been shared by our team. So now we'll be discussing this coding question that has been recently asked in the TCS exam. Okay. Yeah. So the question says, a party has been organized on Crew. The party is organized for a limited time. Just a minute. The number of guests entering E of I and the number and leaving L of I. It means the number of guests that are entering, that is represented by E of I, and leaving by L of I. The party at every hour is represented as elements of the array. The task is to find the maximum number of guests present on the cruise at any given instance within T hours. Right? So some T hours is given to you, and at every hour what is happening? Some number of guests that is represented by E of I are entering into the party, and some number of guests L of I are leaving the party. So you have to determine the maximum number of guests that was present there on the cruise at any given instance within these T hours. So here is the example. So input given to us is 5. 5 is the hours. 5 hours we do have, right? And these are the array elements that we are having. So this array E is representing what? Entering, and this L is representing what? Leaving. So let's understand how we are getting the output as 8. Then you can tell me the logic that we can use for solving this problem. So 5, then 7, 0, 5, 1, 3. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. Okay. So at first hour, okay, at first hour what is going to happen? Seven guests are going to enter, 7 guests are going to enter, and 1 guest is going to leave. So how many number of guests do we have right now on the cruise? 6. Now in the second hour what is going to happen? No one is going to leave. So 0 is representing no one is going to leave. So whatever guests were there, they are already 6 is there. Sorry, whatever what I said. 0 is representing and that no one is going to enter. So no guest is going to enter at the second hour. So 6 will remain as it is. 6 will be there, right? 6 guests, those who are, they'll be there. But in the leaving part, what they have mentioned in the leaving area, that 2 guests are going to leave. So 6 minus 2, you will be having 4. So at the second hour, we are having 4 guests. Now let's understand the status for the third hour. So for the third hour, they are saying 5 guests entered. So 5 new guests entered. So 4, that is already there. Now 5 guests more entered. So you have to add 5. Then they are saying that at the third hour itself, 1 guest left. So minus 1. Now how many number of guests we are having at the third hour? 8. Okay. Now for the fourth hour, what is the status? We are saying 1 guest entered. So this 8 we are already having. 1 guest entered and 3 guests left. So 8 plus 1, 9. 9 minus 3, 6. So now in the fourth hour, we are having 6 guests. And in the fifth hour, what we are having? 3 guests entered. So 6 is already there. 6 plus 3, 9. And 4 guests left. So 5. So now you can see, like when we are having the maximum number of guests on the cruise, or I can say what is the maximum number of guests on the cruise we are having at any instance. So you can see at the third hour we are having the maximum number of guests on the cruise, and which is nothing but 8. So hence 8 is our answer. Hence 8 is our answer. Is it clear? Like, did you understand the question? My voice wasn't clear. Is it so? Do let me know, guys, if it is clear to you or not. Did you got the question or not? Okay, if my voice wasn't clear, or if it is not clear, whatever it is, do let me know so that I can repeat if that is the case. Okay, it is clear, then that's fine. So if it is clear, can you tell me that how we can solve this question? You don't have to tell me any code, any approach that you are having. You can simply write in English only, that's fine. Just let me know the approach that we can use for solving this question. No, answer is 8. They are asking you about the maximum number of guests present on the cruise at any given instance. So At the first hour we have 6 guests, at the second hour we have 4, third hour 8, fourth hour 6, fifth hour 8, sorry, fifth hour 5, right? Fifth hour we were having 5 guests. So when you were having the maximum number of guests, like how many, at which instant there were maximum number of guests? So you can see at the third hour we are having the maximum number of guests, which is nothing but 8, hence we are getting 8 as the output. Okay, so what we can do for solving this question? Any idea? Also make sure that you have to keep track of the guests that you were already having. For example, that in the first hour we took 7 and 1, 7 minus 1, 6 we did. Now, in the second hour, what we did? We considered the previous guests that we were having, they are already there. Whatever like guest entered or guest left. So for that, accordingly, you will be doing the addition or subtraction. So it's not like you will be completely forgetting about the guests that were already there on the course. That's why here you can see we did 6 minus 2 plus 0, right? Here you can see we did 4 plus 5 minus 1. That is it. So this is how it is. Two for loops, okay? Okay. I don't want to be like, we are already short on time. So let me tell you, you can do the implementation perhaps by yourself. But let me tell you the logic, what we can do. So we are having array 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So can't we maintain a variable? Let's call it as S sum. Okay, initialize this with 0 for now. What we can do is we can visit through all the elements of the one by one for each instance, one by one for the entering array and for the leaving array, right? And we can take another variable that will be storing the maximum value, because we need max number of guests. We can name it as max guests, max guests, something like this. Okay, initialize this also with 0. Okay, so now what we'll be doing, first of all, obviously you have to take a loop. We'll be taking a loop. We'll be taking a loop like this for int I equal to 0, I less than t. Okay, t is already given to you as an input. I less than t, I plus plus. Now here what we can do, in some value what is going to happen? In some value what is going to happen? We are going to have sum equal to sum plus addition is going to be what? Addition is going to be for the values that is there in the entering array. So sum plus e of I. It means e of 0 will be added, right? So e of I and minus L of I, because L array is representing what? The element or the guest, those who have.
is this one? Mine is na noru vati